All right, time to talk about Michigan tight end Colston Loveland, just under 6'6", just under 250 pounds. So a little bit of a leaner tight end, but look, that size, he makes up for it with athleticism and his ability to make plays down the field. And that's really the superpower for me when you look at Colston Loveland. His ability to be a mismatch against safeties and against linebackers working the middle, especially vertically down the seam. I think he's got a little bit more juice, straight line, than Tyler Warren does, the tight end from Penn State, one of the other top tight ends in this class. And Loveland's ability to play, whether it's in line or detached from the formation and put stress on those second-level defenders, that could be an element of his game that offensive coordinators are able to tap into. And it's not just from a movement standpoint. He's also a solid route runner, and he's really, really good at the catch point. His ball skills is one of the best parts of his game. He actually has never dropped a target when he was targeted 20-plus yards down the field. And that's something that is hard to find at the tight end position. And again, that comes from his ability to address the football and finish at the catch point. What I like also about Loveland, look, he was a big part of the offense in 2023 where they go on that national title run. He became the focal point this year. They lost a bunch of pass catchers. They lost that entire offensive line. You lose your quarterback. You lose your running backs. You lose your whole coaching staff. So there was a lot of turnover for that Michigan Wolverines program. He gets hurts his shoulder early on in September, stays put, said I never thought about sitting out. He was targeted at 38.7% of his snaps this past year. That's the highest target share of any tight end drafted in the last decade when you're looking just in their final season on campus. So he was the focal point of that offense, and he did it with a bum shoulder. So I really like what you saw from Colston Loveland. Now, that being said, when I look at the negatives, the size is always going to be an issue for him at times in the run game. He gives effort as a blocker, but I don't think that he's going to be a plus in that area moving forward to the NFL. I do think he can get a little bit better as a route runner. There's some good flashes there, but he can continue to improve. That's something that most tight ends can say going into the NFL. I don't think he's going to be a dynamic playmaker after the catch. To me, I see more of a Zach Ertz or a Dalton Kincaid type of player at the position, at his ceiling. Those guys are good tight ends. Zach Ertz was extremely productive in the right situation over the course of his career. But I think you just have to understand what you're seeing there with this player. Not a true, all right, we're going to line him up everywhere and he's going to be a mismatch for everybody. But I think that this guy has the ability to be a focal point of a pass game, a really reliable quarterback's best friend type, and just not an enforcer in the run game. He can check the box there, but he's not going to be a huge, huge plus. Got to get through the shoulder injury. Looks like all signs are positive from that standpoint. He should be ready to go by training camp. So I don't think that injury is going to have a huge impact on his draft stock. Just some little things that he's going to have to improve on. But overall, this is a pass-first, wide tight end who can be moved around the formation. Maybe not a true mismatch. Maybe never be the George Kittle, Travis Kelce type of weapon in the NFL, but a really serviceable player who's going to be really useful in an NFL pass game.